Let me see. I think it will show.
We're gonna let my brush on bed.
Oh, we had 2,000 followers.
For real, we hit 2,000?
Yeah.
Yay!
How do I go on live here?
Hmm?
How do I go on live here?
On the group?
Yeah. Oh, wait. I got it. Oh, yours is already on live, huh?
Put the title in.
The lifeline?
Yeah. Episode 2. Alright, I'm gonna do my intro real quick. I have to fix this. Yeah, we still in there.
Wait, let me change mine too.
What's good, cousin? Somebody is viewing. Thank you for being patient with us while we get ourselves together. It's your girl, the Real Life Plug. Welcome back to another episode on the Travel CNA podcast. If you're new here, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications on so you can be on time for every single one of my cousin car walk, sit down sessions. Be on time for the Kim Folk Linker. Why? Because this is where it's at and this is where you want to be. Period.
Are we both in?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Stop. It does a countdown. Okay. So welcome back to the Lifeline, episode 2. So today, what are we doing?
So today we're going to talk about a couple of things. So we're going to do like a little icebreaker. We're going to play Never Have I Ever, CNA, Travel CNA edition. Every time one of us hasn't done something, we're going to take a drink of these Topo Chicos.
That we have or haven't?
And if you've done it, you take a drink.
Okay.
Okay? So, alright. Make sure when y'all come in, y'all say, hey, let us know who's watching and where you're watching from. Oh, and we have to do the giveaway. The giveaway winners will be announced today as well. The giveaway from Friday? We'll do it. Make sure you stay tuned. Okay, so...
Those are 2 other girls. Let me see. Oh, people have been joining. Okay.
Everybody's still coming in?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one is, never have I ever had a patient projectile vomit on me. And if you don't know what projectile means, that's like in like the exorcism movies where they like they just straight pew come straight out at you. So I have definitely had a patient projectile vomit on me, so I'm gonna take a drink.
Me too.
Okay.
Got PTSD from that.
Okay. The next one is never have I ever had a patient projectile poop on me.
No.
I've definitely had that happen.
No, not me. I'm lucky.
It was so nasty, like.
I can't imagine just them pooping regular. I had a resident one time that he was playing with his poop. I don't know what the hell he did, but he like threw it and it landed on my mask. And I was with another CNA, and my coworker was like, Sylvia, were you eating chocolate? And I was like, no. She's like, what's on your nose? I took off my mask. I saw it was that man's poop. I almost threw up. It was horrible. I was like, Lord Jesus. It was so close to my face.
I'm no good. Oh my God, how did you not know the poop was on your mask?
I don't know, it was like little dots. I just didn't look at myself in the mirror because I was too busy trying to get him on the toilet. Then the other aide showed up to help me, and she was the one that noticed. She's like, what's on your mask? I was like, what do you mean? She's like, were you eating chocolate? I'm like, how the hell do you eat chocolate?
Chocolate?
And I took it off and I was like, this is not chocolate. This is not chocolate. I was like, I'll be right back. And then I thought I had C. diff after that, but then I remembered you don't get C. diff like that.
I don't. Hey, cousin, what's good, Rakisha? At this point, I don't have my glasses on, but I can see that R, that K, and them 2 Ds, and I know that's you. What's good, girl?
Let me see. We got 2 people viewing.
Okay, cool. Where? On TikTok? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, what's good, TikTok? Okay, next one is, Oh, never have I ever got C. diff on me. Definitely
Yes.
got C. diff on me.
I have such a funny story.
Go ahead, tell yours.
So I remember one time I had a resident that had C. diff. So this man was in his room, and I remember I had to put him into bed. So I went in his room, and there was like C. diff water all over the floor because he went to the bathroom and tried to flush his brief down the toilet. So there was like poop all over the bathroom and C. diff water all over the room. I was like, Lord Jesus. And I like ran in to get him, and I had C. diff water all the way up to my knees because I was trying to clean it and it just kept on going everywhere. And I was like, Lord, I got sent home early that day, which was good, but it was horrible. I thought I had C. diff after that.
Every time I think that my story, I'm gonna just start starting with my stories because your stories be outweighing mine. So, my C. diff story. Let me think of one of them. A good one.
What are you guys, CNAs? Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Proud ass wipers, gang gang. Oh, my nails broke on that hand, so. But okay, so my C. diff story. The first time somebody said something on Facebook.
Hey ladies, how are you doing? We're doing good, Annie.
Good. Thank you for asking. Hey there. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. So, okay. What happened? C. diff story.
Mm-hmm.
So, this one time, walked in the room, my patient, he was like hella like independent. But for whatever, like for the whole week, like he just did not have any strength. So, we walk in the room, he on the toilet. I'm like, yo, Mr. Patient. Excuse me. Mr. Patient, you been on this toilet for a minute. You okay? He's like, yeah, I just got a shit. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, do your thing. So about 20 minutes go by, and I'm like, yo, he's still not out the bathroom. It's no way. Like, anybody knows if you sit on the toilet for that long, your legs start falling asleep. So I'm like, all right, so I go in the room. This man done fell over sideways on the wall like this, sleep. Just shit everywhere on the back of the toilet, the walls, everywhere, on the floor, on the sink. It looked like he got tired, like he gave up. He looked like he was trying to reach that cord and he just gave up. It was just C. diff everywhere, yo. And this was like way before COVID, so it wasn't like PPE was not that readily accessible, and I just was not
Having it.
Okay, the next one is, never have I ever wiped ass with no glove or barehanded.
No.
So I had a private duty client, and it was my first day. The CNA or the aide that was supposed to be there from the state, she didn't show up that day. So the lady was calling me like, I know I said, can you come in at 9, but I really need you right now at 8:30. I've been sitting in my own poop since like 7 o'clock. I'm like, okay, I'm on the way. As soon as I run in the door, I'm expecting her to already have the supplies. This was my first private duty client ever. I'm like, fuck. So I just go for it. And I just started cleaning her ass. I just had to do it. Like, she was so uncomfortable, like hours in her own feces. So, you know.
For like 2 hours?
Yeah,
Dang.
I had to do it. The next one is, never have I ever ate the resident's lunch. Sometimes that food be bussin'. Sometimes that food be bussin', especially the holiday food.
Yes, especially that food.
Oh yeah, let's read the comments.
I want to be a CNA, but I'm scared to get the vaccine. There's this kid that was like, wanna fight me? The vaccine. Does every place require the vaccine?
No, a lot of places are not even requiring the vaccine anymore, so it
Yeah.
just depends. And if that's something that you really want to do, don't let it stop you. Like, if it's meant for you to do, then it's going to be available for you.
And then there's another one that says tips on travel.
Hey, Griselda girl. Hey, Blanca. I ain't seen you in a minute. My bad. I ain't seen her. She used to be on my other lives in my other group.
Tips on first-time travel CNAs. Just I applied to 2 to 3 different companies. I worked for RDS Medical mostly. Also worked for Medical Solutions and Prime Time. But RDS Medical always gave me like the decent contracts. Medical Solutions were sometimes slack off. Prime Time Health, we don't talk about them.
They couldn't hire me for shit.
Yeah, but first time travelers, just know that once you get to your new facility, you're just gonna be thrown in. There's no such thing as training.
Mm-hmm.
Most places.
Most places, if you're lucky.
Yeah, if you're lucky, you get some training. That happened to me once, I think.
Hey, Miss Johnson.
My state requires. Oh well.
Oh. What state are you in?
Yeah, what state are you in, Miss Maddie?
Miss Johnson, I think that we talked via email, and we also encourage you to go ahead and obtain your license, your CNA license for for Texas. Also, somebody over here on YouTube said they here for the knowledge and the craziness. Jesus not fell asleep on the wheel. Yeah, definitely fell asleep on the toilet. Ooh, my knees.
Oh, she's from Indiana. Oh, I don't know anything about
You're not
Indiana.
familiar with Indiana?
Yeah, I've never been there.
Okay. Never have I ever ate pureed food.
Oh no.
Never.
No.
Never ate pureed food. Never have I ever used a residence bathroom.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Now, if it's a residence bathroom, like it's a bathroom in a residence room and no resident is in there, you're here.
What's your story?
Or if it's like a room where it's 2 total people and they've lived in that room for like forever, I'll use that bathroom. But other than that, no.
I had to use it because I had a UTI. So you know when you have a UTI, you gotta pee all the time. I had a UTI, so I was trying to get my resident ready for bed, and I was like, I can't make it to the bathroom. I was like, the bathroom's right there. Screw it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right.
I have a license in Montana and Texas. Are there good contracts there?
Yeah.
Well,
where?
Montana and Texas.
Texas, yes. With Texas, okay, so this is the thing about good contracts. There's really no such thing as a good contract. When COVID first started, CNAs was making mad money. You feel me? We've been in this panoramic for 2 years. Those high rates,
they've gone down.
They've gone down. So what you do is you take those lower paying contracts in places in the middle of nowhere and you run it up on the overtime. That's what you're supposed to do. And you save and you stack your money and you stay in an economic town or a smaller town. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here trying to go to Atlanta, Miami, Las Vegas, California, and the pay package isn't equivalent or adding up to that. It's not going to add up. Go to a small town.
Yeah, like me, my contracts, like when I first started traveling, like they were good money. But now, I usually tell the facility, they're like, can you extend? Well, I can extend if you boost up my pay. If you don't, I'm gone. Most facilities have done it. Some of them don't.
Never have I ever, well, this is not one of the ones, but anytime I got ready to extend a contract, I always ask for a pay raise. Reason being is that they don't have to redo the credentialing process for you. You already work for them. So the money that you would have spent re-credentialing me or credentialing me for the assignment, give me that coin. And if you're not giving me this certain amount of money, I'm leaving. They have the money. Trust me. If it's an established, like one of those more name brand, higher, more known companies, then yes, they have the money. If it's a smaller startup company, probably not. Well, let's get back to the game. Never have I ever took a nap in a bed at work.
No, you're taking them on the couches. Oh, damn, you were VIP.
Listen, again, if it's a room that's been empty for a while and I'm working like a 16, I'm going to take a nap.
I get scared sleeping in the residence rooms. I feel like somebody's watching me.
Maybe, I mean, it depends on the type of facility. Like, if I'm in the hospital, I'm definitely not sleeping in the patient's bed. I'm not doing that.
No.
But, like, if it's a real chill nursing home, they be doing you so wrong, though, so petty, so. Okay. Never have I ever stolen sheets or linens from work.
Sheets and linens. What the fuck? What did you do? I've taken like their Germex or
Well, that's supplies. Everybody does that.
their
But
supplies, whenever sheets is
I needed some sheets. I was having a photo shoot for John Rose Cosmetics, my cosmetics line, and I needed a white backdrop in the walls of my apartment. We're not white enough, so I needed the sheets.
how'd you get away with that? Just put them in your bag. Well,
Yeah.
Well, when you work night shift, nobody really notices what you do.
I mean, I'm from Baltimore, so I just know how to get away from with things very easily. Doesn't matter what time of the day or the facility. If I need it, I was taking it. Okay. Oh, never have I ever missed my flight for an assignment.
No. Oh my God, Chrissy. Hello, Purple Rose. Also, never come here. Oh, Maddie. I'm from Colorado. She's from Baltimore. Also, never come here. Oh, I'm licensed in Montana and Texas. Okay. When you apply for agency, can I work locally with agency? Like I'm New Mexico. New Mexico only? Yes. It just has to be 60 miles away from home. That's what I did. 50 miles away from home. That's what I did for my first contract when I started traveling.
And also, just a sidebar, because I want to speak to the 50 miles away thing. So, you don't have to live 50 miles away from your assignment in order to be a travel CNA. Your tax home has to be 50 miles away in order to qualify for the housing stipend. That's the last part that people tend to leave off, is that in order to qualify for the housing stipend, 50 miles away. But anyway, never have I ever lied to end a contract or an assignment early.
It's a drink of shame.
I ain't ashamed about it. I ain't ashamed about it. We
So,
tried it.
Me, I lied twice. I lied one of them that I said I was out of some medication, and then my recruiter was like, "Well, why can't you get it delivered to the pharmacy there?" I've been in that situation before. It costs us like double to get it delivered to the pharmacy, so I was like, "It's really expensive." Oh well, I've never heard of it, and I was like, "Have you ever been in my position?" No, that's why you've never heard of it. Then the second time, I told them that my grandpa died, and my grandpa's been dead for 13 years. And I was like, yeah, my grandpa died. My grandpa's dying. And I was like, yeah, he's like in hospice care. The DON was like, are you sure you need to leave? I was like, well, my grandpa can die tomorrow. I need to head out. No, well, you can probably go to his funeral. His funeral? No, ma'am, I gotta head out.
Out of pocket. Out of pocket. Okay. Never have I ever lied about a patient's respirations. Put a thumbs up in the comment if you ever lied about a patient's respirations. I know y'all did. I'm going to take 2 sips for y'all.
That's something natural.
I mean, sometimes you don't have time.
Can I pick and choose the facility? Well, they'll send you a list of contracts that they have, and then you can choose which one you want to go. So 2K, wishful thinking now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can I have
Pretty
another
much.
CNA travel with me?
Yeah.
Yes. If you go and if you have a travel buddy, it's a lot more economical. I wish I had one when I started traveling.
Now she has me. We're life partners.
Yeah.
We do life with each other. And last but not least, never have I ever delivered a shit baby. Now, hey, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. You lying about them patients' respirations. Better stop that. shoot, somebody said something. Hey, Sandrine! Ah!
Yeah, is there a girl here?
We love you, Sandrine!
Ah!
Thanks for tuning in.
She's like, I bought an oximeter that counts respiration. They sell those?
What?
Like the little pulse things that counts respirations?
It counts the respirations? I never knew that.
Me neither. I want one.
I look a little dead. Cold eye.
You look like you're wearing knee-high socks.
I'm wearing compression socks.
It's compression socks.
Okay, and the last one was never have I ever delivered a shit baby. Now, the baby that this was described to us, no, I have never done anything like that. But my patient has been, what was the scenario? Basically, a patient came in and he was so constipated that the feces was pushing up against his heart and his lungs. And somebody had to help deliver poop, 10 pounds of poop. Wasn't my story, but I can relate to having constipated patients and having to go up in that and dig it out. Sometimes you got to dig it out.
I've never dug it out. I usually let the nurse do the nasty stuff. Because I don't want to end up hurting them, and then they'll be like, oh, well, you're not licensed to do that. Okay, the nurse can come poke their booty hole, not me.
It depends. Sometimes, like, it just be so much in pain for them. They're so uncomfortable. And I'm just like, all right, come on, turn on over on the side. Usually I try to turn them on the side and, like, massage their back and rub their stomach before I just...
Have you ever done that where you, like, move them around and then all of a sudden it's like...
Yep.
And then you, like, not prepared for that?
Yep.
Then you're like...
Excuse me, sorry, y'all.
Can you bring me sheets to room 3?
Excuse me. Who are you calling?
Some more wipes. When
are you calling? I'm confused.
When that whole mess comes, like from the poop, you gotta call somebody to come and bring you stuff, supplies.
No, I cannot relate. There was nobody to come bring me supplies.
I usually yell down the hall. The residents are sleeping. Well, this
I don't give about none of that.
I can make them go back to sleep. No worries. I want to work agency, but not sure which one. A little pricey, but it's worth it. Oh, yeah, she got it off Amazon. She said it's a little pricey, but it's how much better count?
Yeah, make sure you drop it down below in the comments or something, or like tag us or something like that, so we can look at it, give it a look.
Give it a little
look.
But,
you just said something and I wanted to talk about it.
What did I say?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just said that I yell at nurses.
Oh, right. So, that's one of the pros and cons to being a brand new CNA, hopping right into being the agency CNA, is that you don't get the training to know, like, different ways to do different things. Like, for me, when I go to work, one of the first things I want to do is set up my room. So I'm usually grabbing 2 towels per person, one for that first round and one for that second round. How people do 3 and 4 rounds, I don't know. But I grab a towel for the first and the second round. I draw a sheet for the second round, because hopefully the aide from the first shift, day shift, has a sheet up underneath you, and if you don't, I'm gonna let you round 2. I think I'm feeling this little Topo Chico.
Well, talking about the draw sheet, in Colorado, you cannot use draw sheets on residents anymore. You have to use the soaker pads. If you put a draw sheet under it, it's called double patty now.
Oh, baby.
I don't know who came up with that stupid rule. Like, sir, these patients, they pee, and like, you come and check them every 2 hours. They're peed all the way up here. You can come and check them every hour. They're peed all the way up here. Like, we need the draw sheets.
That's for them folks. Y'all people who leave the draw sheet at the top of the butt.
Oh, like in their back?
Those or in their back. Why would you do that? You know they heavy as hell. And now I gotta try to stuff the draw sheet down the back, turn them 2 times just to get the draw sheet to come up underneath the butt cheek. And then at this point, now I need somebody to help me lift them up. Why do y'all do that?
I usually just pull out the draw sheet, turn them, and then... Well, sometimes when you don't have a partner to help you, the best you can do is lift her legs up.
Yes.
Go on the edge of the bed and pull them up yourself. Gravity helps.
Don't defy gravity that time.
Gravity helps.
It helps pull them up.
Yeah, if you don't have somebody to do it, lay them flat on the bed. Raise their feet as high as you can, then pull them.
Yes.
It works. I've done it thousands of times because there's nobody to help you, or they just don't want to help you. Yeah. They'll be like, I'll be in. 30 minutes pass by, you're like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do it myself.
You know? Well, I don't usually wait 30 minutes. I wait like 30 seconds, and then I'm just like, okay, yeah, I got this shit. 1, 2, 3, yeet, and then we going up.
Like, Carl, up. Hug yourself, Carl.
Hug yourself.
I got you. And then they're like, are you sure? Be like, I lift them.
Toasty.
Yeah, it's getting kind of warm.
I don't know how to turn this off.
Me neither.
Okay. Well, just gonna plug it.
I have to wear audit diapers? That's cool. That's cool, right?
Open the door a little bit. It's a little toasty.
Ryan's like, I have to wear audit diapers. That's cool. Cool, man.
Yeah, somebody has to wear diapers?
Yeah, Ryan. I don't know, he just commented on the TikTok.
Okay.
Cool. You do your thing.
Diapers. One of my close friends, she wears diapers.
Really?
Yeah. When it's that time of the month.
Oh.
Because her flow is so heavy, she wears adult incontinence diapers at nighttime.
I need to try that. So I bleed.
You want to tell the whole internet that?
Well, everybody knows I have a period.
Okay, cool. So let's talk about that thing, that bill.
Oh, so I was going through my Facebook, and then I came across the bill 124, where they only want to pay nurses like 1 cent. They want to give them like a wage of 1 cent. No, what is it? A raise?
A raise.
Of 1 cent every year. And that's why so many nurses are quitting. So many nurses are leaving the medical field. And then that causes more nurses to leave because they're short-staffed. So all the nurses are leaving just because they don't want to raise their pay. Like, they're getting underpaid, underappreciated. Like these poor nurses be working 16-hour shifts and they're short still because they're not getting paid the amount they should be getting paid. Probably Walmart pays more around this point.
At this point, Amazon is one of the leading healthcare, one of the leading employers, highest paying employers. I mean, at this point, like,
might as well go pack packages Amazon.
Yeah, for real. And then it's like, what did you say? A penny every 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is so disrespectful. The world does not even, and that's for RNs. So imagine what they're trying to give us. Not too much, if anything.
And I also read that the CNA contracts, like the travelers, they're not gonna be high paying because there's no more COVID. So they're gonna go back down to like how they used to be paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's no such thing as high paying contracts anymore. You're just gonna get paid more.
And that's why I'm highly encouraging y'all. And then even in one state, I read somewhere on TikTok, one of my followers had commented, make sure y'all follow your girl, the real life plug. She commented that the governor of her state put a cap on how much they could make. Like, per hour, per overtime, per year. Like, that is some fucked up shit. Like, healthcare does not work without environmental services and CNAs. It doesn't. It doesn't.
Yeah, no.
And it's really unfortunate that that's where we are with things, or that's where society is. Out of all the things that we could cut, like police brutality, but we won't get into that on this live. We're gonna cut healthcare providers. What?
Like, cut somebody else.
Like the police.
The police?
Yeah, for real. So do you want to announce your winners? I didn't have a winner because nobody followed me from your TikTok.
Oh.
Or at least they didn't follow the instructions. They may have followed me, but they did not.
Oh, I didn't say that they should follow you.
I said that though.
Oh. Okay, well, mine. Let me see if I remember.
Just go check out the Slack.
No, because those are other people.
Okay, well, we're going to announce the winners after this live because apparently we didn't do due diligence. There was some complications, but it is what it is. We're going to announce the winners after this live.
There was some confusion.
There's a little confusion. Do y'all have any comments about being travelers that y'all would like for
There
us
should
to
be no
answer?
cap.
There definitely should not be a cap on how much we get paid. That's really, like, I don't know.
I'm 28 and I have Down syndrome. Okay, Ryan, I hope you're doing good. There should be no cap on healthcare workers. Healthcare providers pay. Yes, Sandrine, yes.
Completely agree.
Yay.
Thank you for the hearts.
Thank you for the hearts, you guys.
How about nurse unit? Do y'all have any questions for us? Anything you want to talk about pertaining to being a traveler? That any advice we could give you? YouTube, anybody? I see I have some viewers over there. Thank you for the hearts.
The government needs to stay out of it. Cap the lawyers. Honestly, the government needs to stay out of like the paying, the nurses and stuff, because they just be doing some stupid shit.
Because as soon as one of their legs get blown off for like doing something crazy, guess where they come into? A nursing home, an assisted living place, a VA hospital. For who to take care of them? Us. Somebody on Facebook asked a question. Beginners, how I get started. So one of the ways that you get started as a travel CNA is by obviously having your CNA license, and most agencies expect you to have at least 1 year's experience in a long-term care facility. I can't tell if that's oil or that's my highlight, but anyway, I'm sorry for bothering you again. I applied, but it won't let me click on it at the end to acknowledge the rights. Okay, Ms. Johnson, that's something that we will have to reach out to our IT team about, because somebody else did also say that they had a problem with it earlier, and we'll get on that as soon as possible for you, okay? But how to get started as a travel CNA, most of the time you have to start off with your CNA license, obtain 1 year's experience in a long-term care facility. After that, you start to obtain your license or reciprocity. You're welcome, Ms. Johnson. You obtain your license in the states that you want to travel to, and then you begin to reach out to travel companies, such as Alphabet staff.
And a lot of people ask, why should it be a year of experience? Some companies let you travel with months, but also you need to realize, okay, I have 4 months of experience. You want to travel? You go to a new facility. They're not going to train you there. With the 4 months of knowledge you have to figure out everything. The only thing they're going to tell you is the residents' names. That's all.
That's it. Barely. Like, there are certain tips, tools, and trades and secrets that you'll get, like, with 1 year's experience as a CNA in a long-term care facility that you're not going to know if you just hop straight into the field. Like, do you know how to change a patient with their pants still on? Like, do you know how to change a brief with somebody with their pants still on?
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't know that if you didn't have experience in the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to crawl before you walk, and you got to make sure that you're ready for what you're asking for. What about PCT or medical assistant? I know that you can travel as a medical assistant. I don't know if you can travel as a primary care technician or a patient care technician. I don't think that you can. I mean, you would still be under an RN's license, but I don't think that
I don't know.
I don't think you can do that with PCT.
Let me see. What goes under? Okay. Medical assistant, yeah. Yeah, travel CNAs, travel nurses.
Somebody just asked a question on TikTok.
Are there 4-week contracts still out there? 4-week contract? I haven't heard about a 4-week contract in the longest time.
I know that Alphabet staff has 4-week contracts, but I don't know. I actually haven't heard of a 4-week contract because a lot of people are really trying to hold on to their staff or whatever staff that they have come their way. So
yeah, 4 weeks. I think the lowest I've seen was 6 weeks.
I mostly just see like the 12-week contracts. I haven't been seeing anything less than that. Somebody said something else to you on TikTok.
Sylvie, go off, Queen. Hi, bestie. I love you.
Oh, shout out to the bestie supporting you.
That's my best friend.
I love that for you.
You look like a baddie. I know.
She does.
The Steve Madden boots.
Yes.
Didn't you start an agency company? Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
It's called Alpha Med Staff. You can apply at alphamedstaff.com. If you need help, send me an email at s.rodriguez@alphamedstaff or Chrissy
at C Dillard DILLARD at alphamedstaff.com. How do you get licensed in other states that you want to travel? So what you do, well, what I do is, okay, so I originally got licensed in Virginia. I think I obtained my next license in Pennsylvania. So I typed in CNA reciprocity or endorsement application for Pennsylvania, and then it brought up the Board of Nursing on Google, and that's how I did it. I just followed the steps from the Board of Nursing. Some states require you to pay to get your reciprocity or your endorsement application. Some states require you to get your fingerprints done live in person, like Maryland and California. Some of them are free. Some of them you just mail some stuff in. It just varies from state to state.
Yeah. Like somebody asked me that in California, do they have to go take the test again to get their CNA license? No, you just gotta go get your fingerprints before you can start working in California. They want your license first and then you to start working. Because there's some states that let you work with a temporary license.
I was just about to say something about that.
I think South Dakota let me work with like a 30-day temporary license, something like that.
Now I know in Maryland, it's called like a 90-day letter. And I know that there's like this thing going around on social media now, like y'all are getting these temporary CNA licenses after you haven't had your license for like a long time. We don't accept that over here. I'm gonna just say that you need to have your full license. I don't know a lot of agencies that are accepting these temporary licensures, and if they are, I would be very careful. That's all I would say. Just be careful.
Yeah, just be careful with them. Yeah, a lot of agencies.
Do y'all have any other questions? Anything else y'all would like for us to cover today? Make sure y'all are following my girl
Viridiana Vlogs
on TikTok. Follow me, The Real Life Plug, on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. I'm The Real Life Plug on all social media platforms.
And then go to our Facebook group. That's Nurse Unit Travel CNA Support Group. That's where we are really active on there.
Shout out to the group. We just hit 2K. But in December, we had like 192 people in our Facebook group. We got 2K, y'all. Like, let's run it up.
Do we get penalized if we enter contract early? So I know Arias charges you $1,000 fine. I don't know about other agencies, but I know Arias charges you $1,000 fine if you end your contract early.
Yeah, so again, that's one of those things that varies contract to contract, is the cancellation fee. Sometimes they'll just end up, some agencies will just be like, okay, whatever, we knew this was a BS assignment, so whatever, just chalk it up to a loss.
Yeah, they've never charged me that. So
I've never worked with one of those agencies that has ever charged me for ending my assignment early. I just haven't had that happen, but it just varies agency to agency. But so that's definitely a good question to ask your recruiter when you're signing on during your onboarding process. Probably like after you get the job, ask your recruiter that. Don't ask them that while
and the recruiter sends you a contract, but you don't reply till the next day, that contract's probably gone because the recruiter's not waiting for you. The recruiter's trying to cover that contract up, so he probably sent it to you and 10 other people. So if you want to go to Dallas, Texas, you gotta be on top of it.
Somebody said, does our agency cover housing and transportation? Unfortunately, we do not cover that at this time. We highly recommend that you come with your own transportation. And again, I just want to reiterate, because we talked about this in our first live, that nothing that your agency offers you is free. You're going to always end up paying for it. They will market it as, oh, we cover your housing and your transportation. They're taking it out of your check little by little. Even if it is facility owned housing, they're taking it out of your check. So nothing with the agency is free, except for maybe the little holiday gift you get, and even then, they probably take a little bit out.
They probably do take your $3.99 chocolates that they sent you.
Yes. Little dusty ass chocolates. Y'all have any other questions? Any other topics you would like for us to cover today?
What other can we cover? I don't know.
We covered all our topics for today. You're welcome. I think that says thank you. Say thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll say what other say the fuck. I'll say the fuck. So
yeah, so agency traveling is fun because you get to see new places. I've been to 26 different states, worked in like 7, I think. But it's fun. You get to explore new places. New Jersey. I don't know if anybody on here is from New Jersey, but there's no reason for you guys to be that mean. You guys are so mean. I went to Ocean City. Like, please.
She has a hard time traveling by herself. People are so mean to her.
I know. And one thing that traveling has taught me is how to stand up for myself. Ain't no other gonna step all over me. I remember one time I got in an argument with a nurse. She was like, I hate how you take 45-minute breaks. Ma'am, I'm here from 6 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. And I'm by myself. I need to take more than a 30-minute break. She was like, well, 45 minutes is too much. I told her, I was like, if it's affecting your paycheck, we can go to the DON's office and fix it. And I was like, if it's not, just mind your freaking business.
For sure. Oh, my man.
And then she went and told, so in most facilities I've been to, I don't have to clock in or out. But in that facility, we were supposed to, but nobody told me that. So I was already like 4 or 5 weeks into my contract. That same nurse was like, well, I don't see you clock in and out. And I was like, well, nobody told me that. She went and told the administrator, and the administrator comes up to me. She's like, well, you're supposed to be clocking in and out. Like, I don't know why you just didn't get the hang of it because you saw the other travelers. I was like, the day I start clocking in and out is the day I leave. Never had to clock in and out. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do. I'm just here to take care of the residents. I'm not here to follow your whole system.
Please listen, that was an old version of her. Don't talk to the people like that. If you work for us, please don't talk to them like that. But no, for real, like if you're not an independent being, becoming a traveler would definitely make you become one. Like, it's really sink or swim when you get to these facilities, when you get out here on the road. What they say?
How many patients is a typical assignment? It varies. In South Dakota, I had 42 for me.
Dang, for real?
Yeah, Pennsylvania I had like 9. On a bad day, it's 13.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee, probably like 17. South Dakota was the worst because South Dakota, the town I went to, population probably like 5,000. So I feel like everybody probably worked at the hospital and quit. So imagine there's like 100 employees. So one works, they get treated like crap, they quit. They have like 10 other people to tell. So that's another like 10 other people that keep on going. So they don't have employees because people don't want to work there. And I think the grocery store was paying a lot more for their people that pack the bags than these CNAs were getting paid.
You hate to see it. They talking to you on TikTok.
I know. Oh, you too bad to be taking shit from LPNs. Oh, look at my best friend. She's so cute.
Shout out to the best friends out here.
It's like, same girl, I started standing up for myself. Ain't nobody going to start to walk all over me. Yes, girl.
Period. Stand up for yourself, sis.
That way, that is the way to live. I live in Michigan and we have staffing minimums for nursing homes. I never. 42, oh my goodness. Yes, that's a lot. I literally. And then it wasn't even like a retirement home. Like the town was so small. It was a retirement home, a rehab center, and an alcoholic center. So they would bring the alcoholics there to get rehab. So I would be dealing with crazy people. Had more than 8 residents. Now I work at a hospital and have more than 15 sometimes. Must be nice.
Must be nice.
Must be nice. I'm trying to live like you.
Must be nice to be like you. But no, again, y'all, like when you're taking these travel assignments, when you become a traveler, you are filling in the facility's staffingly challenged needs. You're there to take on the load, to pick up the slack. To pick up the slack, if you will, for these facilities. That's what we're there for. So that's why sometimes you will get treated not so nice. You will have heavier loads than other people. Like we saw that message in was it Facebook groups earlier, when they said you basically the facility was like, give the heavier assignments to the travelers because they're used to that. That's what you signed up for.
In South Dakota, that's what they would do. They would like, there was 2 halls. Each hall was like 42 residents. They would put the staff, 2 staffs in one hall, and then the traveler in the other. First of all, I worked here for like 2 weeks. I don't know everybody. The staff has been here for 15 years. They know everybody. And then the nurses would get mad. Why isn't this person up? I don't know. Maybe because I'm still struggling with John over here because he doesn't want to turn and doesn't want to get to the sit-to-stand. And the Hoyer thing is not going under him. And then he's trying to tell me that his cousin's in the freaking bathroom when there's nobody there. Like, I can't do all that myself. Which state would you recommend getting your CNA reciprocity? Texas, New Mexico, Arizona. I really wanted to work in Texas. That was like my ultimate goal. But now I'm in New Mexico. It's nice here. I like it.
I always recommend, Texas was nice. We were just there
a couple weeks ago.
But I always recommend that when you start adding licenses to your portfolio, that you start with the 3 surrounding states, the one to the north, south, east, and west of you, and then start moving out, because my first travel assignment, I was like over 1,000 miles away from home. Like, it was crazy. I don't recommend that if you're not like really independent and really outspoken and just like really adventurous. If you're a little bit more reserved and you want to start getting your feet wet in the travel game, I would pick a state that is still easily accessible for you to get home to first. So I got my license in Virginia, so that would be like the DMV for me.
When I went to Tennessee, I was just remembering, I stayed near Knoxville. I think the town was called Maryville or something. I liked the town, just the facility was horrible. When I showed up to it, I thought it looked like something that came out of Ghost Adventures. I don't know if you guys ever seen Ghost Adventures, but you've seen the facilities, the haunted ones. So, and then they treated me like crap, but I only stayed there because Knoxville was like 30 minutes away. Knoxville's a university city. So I would just go there on my days off. So I would only work my 3 days. When I felt good, I would pick up. Let's see. What states would you? How do you get your license in other states? Oh, you've already answered her question, huh?
Mm-hmm. So, y'all liking this content? Y'all like the Lifeline Travel CNA podcast? Throw some hearts down below if y'all rocking with it, if y'all like it. I mean, if you don't, we still gonna keep posting anyway, because eventually you're gonna like it. You're gonna come back and watch this content anyway. I look thick in the thighs.
I've been with a baddie.
You're with me every day.
Oh.
We irky.
Probably people are like, these lesbians. No.
No, this is just my life partner. We do life with each other. I highly recommend y'all find y'all one. Well, like they find you, or like you put yourself in a position to be able to receive one. Don't just look for a life partner like in materialistic or like a romantic sense. You know what I'm saying? Because you might not be ready for that. Like she helps me. She helps keep me young, y'all. Like we're only 5 years apart, but but she keeps me hella young, y'all. Like we laugh like 80% of the day.
Yeah, it's oh my god.
We laugh from the time we wake up until the time we go to sleep. Like, it's great.
It's fun just.
And we met each other on the internet.
Yeah, we did. 7 months ago.
8 months ago.
Yeah.
July. July will make a year that we met each other on the internet, and we just met in person in January.
Yeah.
So, you know, be open to positive attachments regardless of longevity and allow unhealthy attachments to dissolve.
Yes, get rid of those negative vibes this in your life because they're not worth it.
They're not.
No.
So
you'll probably find your life partner while traveling.
Yeah.
It's a big world out there.
It's a big world. We just did 4 or 5 states with each other. In 1 month.
In 1 month, we've been to like 5 different states. We went to Texas, Colorado. We went to the Four Corners. I really recommend going there. I loved it. Mm-hmm. I felt like the baddest bitch there.
We were.
I was like, ain't nobody gonna take me down from my pedestal. And then,
somebody said something to you on TikTok.
That's how my work bestie and I are. LOL. She and I work agencies. Oh, that's so fun.
Oh, Liddy.
Purple Rose. That's so fun. Her and her work bestie do stuff together. I would love that. My work bestie, well, my best friend, she's married now. But I love her wife. I love them both. They're amazing.
She talks about y'all all the time.
Yes. If you ask Chrissy, Jazz, I talk about you guys all the time. They're like literally, like everywhere we go, when I go to Ohio and visit them, we go everywhere together. We're like the Three Stooges. That's like a friendship that nobody will ever be able to break.
Pretty. And then here is me and Ilse together.
I know.
All the time.
I have like group friends everywhere. Are you gonna get your CMT? Me? I don't think so. Certified medical technician, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. But I mean, in some states it's worth it. Some states it's not. In Pennsylvania, it can be worth it. You can be a CNA in one building and be a CMT in other places. But honestly, I'd rather just get to the bag at one place. I'm lying. That's cap. I'd rather have 2 jobs as 2 separate things. Like, I'd rather do CNA and security. That's usually what I would do in Baltimore. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you're a strong lady.
Oh, strong. Take you out with my elbow.
Trying to show off your skills already.
Hey, this girl, she be doing some wild shit. Like, she's strong.
I lifted dead weight for like the past almost 2, 3, or 4 years. So once you start lifting dead weight, you don't have to hit the gym. That's why, boys, if you come into the retirement home, just know that after work you don't have to hit the gym because you'll be lifting dead weight.
For sure.
And then if you show up, the thing that residents do the most, I had this one resident, we had this one LPN. Every time he would show up to work, her back ripped, like her ostomy bag, would pop 2 or 3 times during the shift because she knew he was working. And she would be like, I don't know why it keeps on popping. I know, because you're peeling it off. It's noticeable that you're peeling it off. She'd be like, go get him for me. Or I would have to pull up a resident and she'd be like, oh yeah, go get the male nurse, because I don't want to say his name. Go get the male nurse for me. No, we don't need the male nurse. I just need to lift your legs up and we going up.
I can't do it. Ma'am, I said we going up on 1, 2, 3. Put them legs up. That's what you did when you had them babies, right? Your son in the hall, we made put them legs up. And they start laughing. Put them legs up. Get behind the shoulders. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, yeet.
Yeah, and they'd be like,
ski. We out this hole.
They'd be up and ready for bed.
Yes. I wish I had a time machine.
Me too.
I wish I had a.
And then, yeah, what they teach you in CNA class is not the same thing as they teach you in, that you learn in nursing homes. Because some nursing homes, you have to have a pace that's like this. Residents are fast
and strong.
I swear to God, I've never seen an old person run that fast or hit that hard. I don't know what they have. It's usually like little kids, and then the older people, they're like fast and strong. Like, what happens to us in the middle?
I don't know, life.
I don't know, cause you look away for 1 minute and then you're getting hit.
Like this.
Yeah.
But that's a perfect way for us to wrap up today's live. If you like this I'm a little bit late. If you like this type of, we need to find other drinks for the lives. If you like this type of content, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications on for the real life plugs. So that way you know when I have dropped a new episode, and it's time for another episode of the Lifeline Travel CNA podcast. It's a little bit wordy, but we're gonna record it.
Okay, just follow me on TikTok. Go join the Facebook group, Nurse Unit, Travel CNA Support Group. Go follow Chrissy, the real life plug. She's tagged on the live. And we'll see you. When are we coming back?
Friday.
We'll see you guys Friday.
Mondays and Fridays, 3 p.m. Mountain Time. Be there. We'll be square. I think that's 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. whatever California time is, 4 p.m. Pacific Time. Just turn them post notifications on so y'all know when to tune in. Bye, y'all. We out.
Okay, bye. Chrissy?